The Oragenics Incorporated stock holds an RSI 14 at 83 and is currently being overbought on RSI. This does not have to be a sell signal, as many stocks may go both long and hard while being overbought on the RSI. It is therefore important to evaluate the history of the share, as it may tell you something about the RSI sensitiveness. High volatility in Oragenics Incorporated stock price on Friday, which ended trading at 93 cents. Updated on January 15, 2021. Buy or hold candidate since January 4, 2021 gained 78.63%. The Oragenics Incorporated stock price fell by -2.24% on the last day, Friday, 15 January 2021, from 95 cents to 93 cents. During the day the stock fluctuated 14.25% from a day low at 90 cents to a day high of $1.03. The price has risen in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 106.84% over the past 2 weeks. Volume fell on the last day along with the stock, which is actually a good sign, as volume should follow the stock. On the last day, the trading volume fell by -178 million shares, and in total, 30 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $27.59 million. The stock lies in the upper part of a very wide and strong rising trend in the short term, and this may normally pose a very good selling opportunity for the short-term trader, as reaction back towards the lower part of the trend can be expected. A breakup at the top trend line at 95 cents will firstly indicate a stronger rate of rising. Given the current short-term trend, the stock is expected to rise 19.49% during the next 3 months and, with a 90% probability, hold a price between 54 cents and $1.14 at the end of this 3-month period. Signals and forecast. The Oragenics Incorporated stock holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, giving a positive forecast for the stock. Also, there is a general buy signal from the relation between the two signals, where the short-term average is above the long-term average. On corrections down, there will be some support from the lines at 83 cents and 53 cents. A breakdown below any of these levels will issue sell signals. Furthermore, there is a buy signal from the 3 months moving average convergence divergence, MACD. Some negative signals were issued as well, and these may have some influence on the near short-term development. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Thursday, January 14, 2021, and so far it has fallen -2.24%. Further fall is indicated until a new bottom pivot has been found. Volume fell together with the price during the last trading day, and this reduces the overall risk, as volume should follow the price movements. Support, risk and stop loss. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at 84 cents and 81 cents. There is natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, since if this is broken, the stock then may fall to the next support level. In this case, Oragenics Incorporated finds support just below today's level at 84 cents. If this is broken, then the next support from accumulated volume will be at 81 cents and 77 cents. This stock may move very much during a day, volatility, and with a very large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band. This stock is considered to be very high risk. During the last day, the stock moved 13 cents between high and low, or 14.25%. For the last week, the stock has had a daily average volatility of 18.33%. The Oragenics Incorporated stock is overbought on RSI 14 and lies in the upper part of the trend. Normally this may pose a good selling opportunity for the short-term trader, but some stocks may go long and hard while being overbought and the RSI is still moving upwards. Regardless, the high RSI together with the trend position increases the risk, and higher daily movements, volatility, should be expected. A correction down in the nearby future seems very likely, and it is of great importance that the stock manages to break the trend before that occurs. Our recommended stop loss, 89 cents, -4.19%. This stock has very high daily movements and this gives very high risk. The RSI 14 is 83 and this increases the risk substantially. There is a sell signal from a pivot top found 1 day ago. Is Oragenics Incorporated stock a buy? Several short-term signals, along with a general good trend, are positive, and we conclude that the current level may hold a buying opportunity, as there is a fair chance for Oragenics Incorporated stock to perform well in the short term. We have upgraded our analysis conclusion for this stock since the last evaluation from a hold/accumulate to a buy candidate. Current score, 1.601. Predicted opening price for Oragenics Incorporated of Tuesday, January 19, 2021. The predicted opening price is based on yesterday's movements between high, low, and the closing price. Fair opening price January 19, 2021. Current price 95 cents. OGEN is overvalued compared to its price of 93 cents per share, has below average safety, and is currently rated a hold. Recommendation: REC hold. REC reflects the cumulative effect of all the VectorVest parameters working together. These parameters are designed to help investors buy safe, undervalued stocks rising in price. Value. Current price, 93 cents. Current value, 4 cents. OGEN has a current value of 4 cents per share, compared to a price of 93 cents per share. This stock is currently overvalued. Value is computed from forecasted earnings per share, forecasted earnings growth, profitability, interest, and inflation rates. Upside potential, relative value/RV very poor. RV is an indicator of long-term price appreciation potential. OGEN has an RV of 0.10, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. This indicator is far superior to a simple comparison of price and value because it is computed from an analysis of projected price appreciation 3 years out, AAA corporate bond rates, and risk. Safety, relative safety/RS. Poor. RS is an indicator of risk. OGEN has an RS of 0.76, which is poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RS is computed from an analysis of the consistency and predictability of a company's financial performance, debt-to-equity ratio, sales volume, business longevity, price volatility and other factors. Timing, relative timing/RT. Very good. RT analyzes a stock's price trend. OGEN has a relative timing of 1.34, which is very good on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RT is computed from an analysis of the direction, magnitude, and dynamics of a stock's price movements day over day, week over week, quarter over quarter and year over year. If a trend dissipates, RT will gravitate toward 1.00. Overall rating, value safety timing/VSD fair. VST is the master indicator for ranking every stock in the VectorVest database. OGEN has a VSD rating of 0.94, which is fair on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. VST is computed from the square root of a weighted sum of the squares of RV, RS, and RT. Stocks with the highest VSD ratings have the best combinations of value, safety, and timing. Stop price, 61 cents. Stop is an indicator of when to sell a position. OGEN has a stop of 61 cents per share. A stock's stop is computed from a 13-week moving average of its closing prices, and is fine-tuned according to the stock's fundamentals. C. Comfort Index. Very poor. C is an indicator which reflects a stock's ability to resist severe and/or lengthy price declines. OGEN has a C rating of 0.48, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. C is based solely upon a stock's long-term price history. GRT, earnings growth rate. GRT reflects a company's 1 to 3 year forecasted earnings growth rate in percent per year. OGEN has a forecasted earnings growth rate of 2.00%, which VectorVest considers to be poor. EPS, earnings per share. EPS stands for leading 12 months earnings per share. OGEN has a forecasted EPS of -21 cents per share. VectorVest determines this forecast from a combination of recent earnings performance and traditional fiscal and/or calendar year earnings forecasts. PE, price to earnings ratio. PE shows the dollars required to buy $1 of earnings. OGEN has a PE of -4.42. The average PE of all the stocks in the VectorVest database is 62.75. A. Earnings yield. A reflects earnings per share as a percent of price. OGEN has an A of -22.61%. This is below the current average of 1.59% for all the stocks in the VectorVest database. GPE, growth to PE ratio. OGEN has a GPE rating of -0.45. A stock is commonly considered to be undervalued when GPE is greater than 1.00. Dividend. VectorVest reports annual, regular, cash dividends as indicated by the most recent payments. Special distributions, one-time payments, stock dividends, etc., are not generally included in division. OGEN does not pay a dividend. Dividend yield. DI reflects dividend per share as a percent of price. OGEN does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend yield rating. DI equals 100x, div/price. It is useful to compare DI with A. If DI is not significantly lower than A, the dividend payment may be in jeopardy. DS, dividend safety. DS is an indicator of the assurance that regular cash dividends will be declared and paid at current or at higher rates for the foreseeable future. OGEN does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend safety rating. Stocks with DS values above 75 typically have RS values well above 1.00 and A levels that are much higher than DI. DG, Dividend Growth Rate. Dividend growth is a forecasted annual growth rate of a company's dividend based on historical dividend payments and dividend predictability. It is a subtle yet important indicator of a company's financial performance. It also provides some insight into the board's outlook on the company's ability to increase earnings. OGEN does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend growth rating. YSG, YSG Vector. YSG is an indicator which combines DI, DS and DG into a single value, and allows direct comparison of all dividend-paying stocks in the database. OGEN does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a YSG rating. Stocks with the highest YSG values have the best combinations of dividend yield, safety, and growth. These are the stocks to buy for somewhat above current income and long-term growth. OGVol. OGVol is the 50-day moving average of daily volume as computed by VectorVest. OGEN has an OGVol of 21,673,356 shares traded per day. Percent volume. Percent volume reflects the percent change in today's trading volume as compared to the OGVol. Percent volume equals volume, OGVol, OGVol, 100. OGEN had a percent volume of 37.09% on Friday, January 15, 2021. Percent PRC, OGEN price changed minus 2.24% from the prior day's closing price. Sales, OGEN has annual sales of 0. Sales growth. Sales growth is the sales growth rate in percent over the last 12 months. OGEN has a sales growth of minus 28.00% per year. This is very poor. Sales per share, SPS, OGEN has annual sales of $0 per share. Price to sales ratio, PS, OGEN has a PS of 0.00. Shares, OGEN has 91 million shares of stock outstanding. Market capitalization, OGEN has a market capitalization of 85 million. Business sector, OGEN has been assigned to the drug business sector. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors. Industry group, OGEN has been assigned to the drug, biomedical/genetic, industry group. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors.